Let's be honest, we are used to seeing Ronaldinho under the scorching Barcelona sun, with a cocktail in his hand and that eternal infectious grin on his face. But in July 2003, everything was supposed to be different. Instead of the beaches of Catalonia, he was destined for the grey, rain-soaked streets of Manchester, the stern gaze of Sir Alex Ferguson, and the muddy pitches of Old Trafford. This wasn't just a rumor or agent talk. This was a deal that was 99% complete. Sir Alex had already booked the celebratory dinner. The flights were confirmed, and the iconic number 7 jersey, the one just vacated by David Beckham, was literally waiting in a locker for its new Brazilian owner. But in the final 48 hours, Barcelona stormed into the room and hijacked the magic. But what if Sandro Rosell had been a day late? What if Ronaldinho had chosen the rain over the sun? Imagine the sheer absurdity of the visual. A typical freezing Tuesday night in Stoke-on-Trent. Rain, mud, defenders who were essentially professional bone crushers, and a biting wind that chills you to the marrow. And in the middle of that chaos, Ronaldinho appears. He pulls off an elastico in a swamp, leaving defenders wondering which direction the world is spinning in. This would have been Joga Bonito in its rawest, most unforgiving form. Ferguson always built high-functioning machines, but with Ronaldinho, he would have built a world-class circus that happened to win trophies. However, here is the most terrifying part of this story, the ultimate what-if that changes everything we know about modern football. Just 1 week after the Ronaldinho deal collapsed, Manchester United traveled to Lisbon for that famous friendly against Sporting. That was the night Ferguson saw a skinny, arrogant kid named Cristiano Ronaldo. We all know the legend. Ferguson signed him in the dressing room before the plane even left the tarmac. But let's use some logic here. If Ronaldinho had already signed his contract a week earlier, would Ferguson have bought another young, mercurial, and moody dribbler just 7 days later? The answer is almost certainly no. He wouldn't have needed a second artist. This means that if Ronaldinho moves to Manchester United, Cristiano Ronaldo likely signs for Arsene Wenger's Arsenal, or stays in Portugal for another year. The entire path of CR7 as a machine forged in the fires of Manchester is simply erased from history. Ronaldinho could have effectively killed Cristiano's greatness without ever even touching a ball. And what about the dynamics inside Manchester? Imagine a front line consisting of Ronaldinho, a young Wayne Rooney, and Ruud van Nistelrooy. That isn't just an attack, it is a nuclear weapon. Ronaldinho provides the magic, Rooney provides the fury, and Van Nistelrooy finishes every single ball that enters the box. It would have been the most entertaining Manchester United side in history, but would it have been disciplined? Ferguson didn't tolerate late-night parties. Ronaldinho lived for them. How long would it have taken for that relationship to turn into ash? Could Sir Alex have tamed the Brazilian, or would Ronaldinho have fled to Milan after 2 years, unable to handle the English climate and a diet of oatmeal? Finally, look at the ripple effect on Barcelona. Without Ronaldinho, they stay in a deep, dark crisis. Lionel Messi would have made his debut in a team struggling in 5th place. Ronaldinho wouldn't be there to provide that legendary assist for Messi's first professional goal. Without the Brazilian's mentorship and the joy he brought back to the Camp Nou, Barcelona might never have become the global brand we know today, and Messi might have evolved into a completely different player without his greatest teacher. The entire history of modern football was hanging by a thread during those 48 hours in 2003. Ronaldinho chose the sun, and in doing so, he unintentionally saved Cristiano Ronaldo's career and paved the way for the legend of Messi. So, what do you think? Would Ronaldinho have become the greatest player in Premier League history, or would he have frozen in Manchester and broken under Ferguson's pressure? And more importantly, where would Cristiano Ronaldo be right now? If the Brazilian had taken his seat, tell us in the comments which club lost more from this failed transfer. Subscribe to stay with us as we dig deep into the mysteries of the beautiful game. See you in the next reality.